thank you again for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys can sit down. Thank you so much. Serious question here. Has anyone here ever seen a ghost? I love ghost stories. Someone once told me and my girlfriend this really scary ghost story about a little boy, and it was so scary, and she gets really scared of ghosts. So I started doing this thing where every now and then when we're asleep, I'll just like wake her up in the middle of the night, and I'll just be like, hey, boo. What's that little boy doing over there?
No!
And she hates it. And I love it. And I do it all the time. What I'd really like to do though one day is, and this is like something, I don't know, it might be too messed up to do, but she's like the nicest, sweetest person. Anytime I need a drink or something like that in the middle of the night, she's always like, oh, I'll go down and get it. And I'm always like, no, it's fine, I'll get it. But what if one night I was like, yeah, can you go down and get it? And then she goes downstairs, and there, unbeknownst to her, I've hired a little boy.
Oh,
and he's wearing like old-timey clothes. And as soon as she gets downstairs, he's just like, Mommy, where have you been? I want to do it so bad. But I can't. I've thought it through. There's like 3 reasons why I can't do it. 1, I would never want to scare anyone that bad, right? That's a terrifying thing. 2, if I did pull it off, I'd live in eternal fear over what the fuck she was gonna do to get back at me, because I'm pretty sure she's not gonna let that one slide. And 3, this is probably the biggest reason not to do it, she would murder the little boy. Like, the little boy's dead. So, I don't think I can do it. I'm a good boyfriend, though. She's never really been upset with me about anything that I can think of. The only time I remember she was like kind of mad was once when I was flying from New York to New Zealand. I was gonna be gone for a while to go to a wedding. And I was calling her when I was on the plane to talk to her before we took off. And I got her voicemail. So I texted her, I was like, hey, it's me, just wanted to talk before the flight took off. And she texted me back and says, I called you 4 hours ago. And I could tell she was upset, because she also included the emoji of the Indian guy with the gun beside his head. This tipped me off. So I called her back and I was like, hey, what's up with that? Why you gotta say that? What did I do? She's like, I called you 4 hours ago. I was like, I know, I was busy packing and everything. I knew I'd have time to call you when I got on the plane. That's why I waited. She's like, oh, you were busy? You were busy. Well, I looked on your friend's Instagram, and he posted a photo of you hanging out by the pool, snapping Polaroids. So I feel like if you have time to hang out by the pool and play with your Polaroid camera, I think you have time to call me back. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Cut to a week later. It's Valentine's Day. I've done all this romantic stuff, and it's time for us to exchange gifts. I have her gift, it's all wrapped up. And I'm just like, hey, remember like a week ago you were upset that I didn't call you back and I was hanging out by the pool playing with a Polaroid camera? Well, the reason I was doing that is I bought you this nice vintage Polaroid camera, and I just wanted to make sure it worked before I gave it to you, so here's your gift. Fuck you! And she felt horrible, which is the greatest Valentine's Day gift I've ever received. New York, thank you again! These are my parents.
Je suis tu vas nous belle. Pipi.
Thank you again. Good night.
So that was AZIZ ANSARI live from MSG, Madison Square Garden. So like I stated at the beginning, I've seen this special as he was going on tour to do it before he even aired it. The only difference was that crowd interaction. It was like, different messages from like the people from the location that I was at. And he did like a few people, he read a few people's messages, and it was hilarious. Yeah, he did that.
So funny.
Yeah, but
I've never seen anyone do that like that.
Yeah.
But that's cool, right? People voluntarily show their personal life, like,
They were ready.
I would've done it.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't go through everybody, but that's a pretty funny skit, yeah.
I liked it.
What else stood out to you?
Probably his relationships, like the single life.
The comparison,
Yeah.
that the story about like the bar closing or whatever, like nobody's at the bar tonight.
Yeah, that way.
And the difference between creepy guys, creepy dudes, and creepy girls.
You know what I'll say it again, but that arena,
Oh, MSG, Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden.
12,000 people, he
That's
said.
a lot. And it was sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal to
That
be
is
doing
a
over there.
huge accomplishment. I think that was so cool. I've never seen his stand up, and I really liked it. I would watch him in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I like how he had a suit on, too. He looked so fresh.
And he brought his parents out too.
Yeah, it brought his parent out at the end.
Oh my god, that scene with the parents made me want to cry. Made me want to cry. I don't know why. It just felt like the end of a very long movie, and they made it.
So, fun
Oh my
fact,
God.
I stated that he does have a show on Netflix called Master of None. So the stuff that he says in here, he put it into like the show.
You mean it's an actual show?
Yeah, it's
Like
an
a
actual
TV
like a TV
Oh.
show of his character, the dating life, the single life, the creepy dudes. It's to me it's hilarious. It's still airing, but he took some time off. There was some incident, and a fun fact about it is that his parents, so they try to hire people to play his parents.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we're bringing in my real parents, so they are on the show. You could tell they don't have acting experience, but then he put them on the show anyway.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's
So
like Kramer. Nobody's playing me. I'm
Yeah.
playing me.
Yeah, so he brought him on, and then like they're, it's the same two that he brought on stage. It's this, it's his actual parents.
What's the show called again?
Master of None. Yeah, it just shows like dating situation, real life situation, and then it's a story about just like you brought up Seinfeld. It's just like he started as a comedian trying to make it in the big city.
Aw.
Yo.
It's it's not filmed like just in one spot, just like how Seinfeld's always at home. But it's like him around New York doing stuff with his friends, like group of
But
friends
it's
that he has.
scripted.
Yeah, it's scripted, but it uses the dialogue from his specials.
Wow, that's cute.
He made it into real life or whatever, real life situation. Yeah, so
I love this.
yeah, Master
I
of
want
None.
some more of Aziz.
So that was Aziz Ansari live from MSG Madison Square Garden. He does have a few more after this and before this, and then like you mentioned, he's in suits, but there are times when he's not in suits. Yeah.
Yeah, casual clothes.
Yeah, casual clothing. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoy, and if you do like our reaction, please like, comment, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.